Hello and welcome back. And yeah, second video, second day in a row, because Foggen Meg, as I just checked it, also didn't record. Now, I don't know why when I saw that yesterday's puzzle hadn't, it never really occurred to me to double check the one I had also pre-recorded for today. So it's only now that it's gone live that I'm noticing the fact that the grid is entirely invisible. Now, I don't mind re-recording this one. It's a fantastic puzzle. It was like really smooth first time round, so I'm not really expecting this to be more than 10 minutes. Now, word of warning, when I flip over, you're going to see a completed grid once again. But let's take a look at today's puzzle. One thing I realized that I should do is actually just quick reminder of the rules, just on the off chance that I want to disable the old video. So I'm going to hide it. Then we have normal Sudoku, we've got fog, we've got, of course, German whispers, thermometers, and then white and black crop dots with no negative constraints. Right. First thing that you should need to notice in box 5 is that the fact that all of the cells are covered with German whisper lines, except one cell, this one, that's 5. These are neighbors that would have to be 4 and 6. You're left with 3 thermometer cells that are smaller than 4, 5, and 6. These have to be 1, 2, and 3. We're left with 7, 8, and 9 in here. I seem to remember, yeah, the 6 and 4 are leading off to 1 and 9. So it removes the 9 option from here. It also removes the 1 option from there. The fact that there is a definite 3 now between the 2, 3 pair tells us this has to be 8. We're left with a 7, 9 pair and a definite 1 in here. 1 and 8 are quite useful because it means that these 2 black crop dot cells in column 5 can only be 3, 6 and 2, 4. 6 can't be in the middle. In fact, neither can 4 because, of course, that would require a 1 or a 9 doubled in the same row. So this is not 4, 6, this is not 2, 3, and you can repeat the same logic on the other side. And we end up with a 2, 3 pair, meaning it's a low digit, surrounded by high digits. Useful again because it will give us a 7, 8, 9 triple in both of columns 4 and 6. Then last but not least, we've got a pair in here, which is, what, 7, 9? I think it is 7, 9. Yeah, I can't see the 7 anywhere. Right, 7, 8, 9 triple with a white crop dot. Well, I need a digit that is not from 7, 8, and 9. That can only be 6. Therefore, this is 7, and this is just going to give me a whole bunch of digits in here. 8 on this side. Well, this would be 4, which forms a 2, gives me a 9, gives me an 8. Over here, that would have to be a 3, then a 6, and then a 7. 7 would give me a 1, 2 pair. This is not 7 or 8, that's a 9. That gives me a 7 in here as well. Now, I seem to remember the 4, 6. No, the 6, they're actually resolved now. But the 2 and 3, they really do stick around for quite some time. Right. That is relatively smooth so far. This has to be a high digit that is not 7 or 9. This is 6 or 8. Black crop dot that is not 3, 6 and doesn't have an 8. This has to be from 1, 2, 4 with a definite 2. I seem to remember this thermometer being quite useful. The fact that, for example, this can't be 9 tells me that it's a maximum of 8, maximum of 7, maximum of 6. Can't be 5 on a black crop dot. And in fact, with the 2 and 8 here, this has to be 3, 6. We know that because this is a maximum of 6. That can't be 6, so that's 3, that's 6. And now we have a few degrees of freedom actually just on this cell. So this could be 4, 5, 6. But this cannot be 5 or 6. This is straight away 7 and 8. That 3 now gives me 1 or 2 down here. Where do I go? Probably this cell next, because it's not 2 or 3, and obviously it can't, well, it's not 1 either. So this is a minimum of 4, therefore this is a minimum of 5, and this can only be 9, because 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are all not available. That could be 6 or 8. That could be 5, not 6, not 7, not 8. Okay. And therefore this is 1, 2, 3, but it's not 4. In fact, it's not 1 either because of this 1. Not as useful. This 2, 8, 3, 6. on this black crop dot here, well, this could only be 1 or 4. This would be 2 or 8. Do we think about this white crop dot next? Probably. So it doesn't include 1, because it would require a 2, which we know has to be on a black crop dot. So it's not 1, 2, or 3. It's essentially 4, 5, 6, 7. Not as useful, to be fair. Have I missed something obvious? 6 is down here. So this cell is either a low digit, and it can't be, of course, 4, it would require double 9, and it would be essentially 1, 2, surrounded by a 7, because 6, 8, and 9 see this cell, and 6 sees this cell, so 7, 8, 9, it obviously wouldn't be 7 because we've used it in here. The other possibility is it's a high digit, and it can't be 6 or 8, it would be 7 or 9, with 2, it would have to be 9, because I only have 2 low digits remaining. The 4 would have to go there, and then the other 1, 2 would go there. So this is fully pencil marked. Seem to remember this resolving more elegantly first time round, but that's probably because I'm not doing enough Sudoku. That is usually the case. Such as a 1 in here, a pair in there, which is what, 3, 2, 3 it looks like. Yeah, 8, 4, not 8, not 4 here, so that's 5, that's 6. That's not 4. Okay. 4 and 4. 4 is somewhere down here, which is not enough. Probably some Sudoku missing in here. Almost certainly some Sudoku missing in here. What have I got? 1, 3, and 5. And not very useful Sudoku yet. How about this row? Well, the 1 is not here. That's the 1. That's the 9. There's no 9, so that is definitely a low digit now. That's 1, 2 with a definite 7. It's not 7 or 8, or I mean, it's just 8. Then a 1, 2 pair, which tells me that's a 3, and has been for a while. Okay. Then down here I have 4, 5 pair, no 5s, is a 5, 1, 3 pair, and then a bunch of pencil marks that we actually know. 7, 9. So this is definitely high, therefore this is definitely low. And therefore the only low digit it can be is a 2, which gives me 3 and 2. And then 2 more digits, which are, well, 6 can only be in here, and an 8. 6 is not there. Not enough information yet to resolve. Okay, 3 cells in here. Actually, we do have enough information to resolve. Because the 3 cells are 2, 4, and 7. This is not 2 or 7. We've got a 1, 2 pair, so that's a 4. These are not 4s. The fact that there is no 7s on here tells me there's a definite 5. So this is either 4, 5 or 6, 5. Both of which work. This is not a 2. 1, 2, 4. There's a definite 2 over there. So that's 7. That's 2. And then in here, I have 1, 2, 3. I need 4, 5, and 7. 7 is not there. 4 is not here. I mean, I'm going to pencil mark them, but that doesn't seem like the easiest way to solve this. Not 7. Not 4. Not 6. 4, 5 pair, which gives me a remainder of 2 and 3. And then over here, that can't be right. 4, 5, 7. Oh yeah, another 4, 5. That does work. So another 4, 5, and a 6. And the 6 is definitely here, and this is a 4, 5. Not quite as smooth as first time round from memory. So this Could be 1. It's not 2. Could be 3. Could be 4. Just going to think about this. I think yes. Seemingly could be 5. No, it can't be 5. We said the 5 has to be in here. But seemingly could be 6, which is a bit of a shame. We were actually 4, 5 pair. Tells me that's not a 4. So I have 1, 2, 6, 8. The 2 has to be down here. That's 2, that's 1. And therefore this is 1, 6, 8, not a 6. 1 and 8. So we end up with a 1, 6, 8 triple, which means there's no 1 in here. That's a 2, 4 pair, which is 5, 6. And therefore 1, 8, 6 forces the 1, the 2, 3, 2, 3, 1. 4, 5 not resolved. The 5 is, hang on, that's 5, that's 4, that's 7, which gives me 9 and 7. On the other side, that gives me 4, 5, 4, 5, 2 and 4, 3 and 2. That's all of our pencil marks done. In here, I need a 5 and a 4. I need a 1, 3, which could be a couple of places. 8, which can only be here. That's the only place for a 3. That's a 9. I need a 3 again. I need 7. I need 5, 7, 9. 5, 7, 9. Roughly the same time to complete. It's not necessarily unusual. I mean, it was a very smooth puzzle first time round, so I'm not surprised. Right, sorry about the mess up with the recording. Let me just double check. Yes, there's definitely a visible grid this time, although it's actually ever so slightly off screen. I think the numbers were visible all along. Right, it's available there as a reference in case you get stuck anywhere, and I'll see you back soon. Bye-bye for now.